Okay, so let's see if it worked. It didn't work. It didn't work. So let me try one more trick I have up my sleeve. So this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to add BS equals byte size is going to be 64,000. Okay, and convert CONV equals no error, comma, sync. So what I'll do is it's gonna go into the smaller level and try to convert it, okay? And I'm gonna give the and sign so that it runs in the background. If I type jobs, I could see it's still running. I will let it sit there for a minute here, okay? Everybody, let's take a 10-minute break and I will come back again. I will let it run. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do LSBLK. Nope, it didn't work. If I do BLKID, BLKID. It's just not working, guys. I have no idea why it's not working. Okay, so let's keep this as a topic to come back. We'll keep this, mark this as red. And I'll do some good research here. I will come back to this again. Okay, so let's move on. We'll work on a new topic today, okay? So what we'll do is so far we worked on basic command, directory structure, user administration, permissions. Okay, so 3 big topics are done, including the disk management. The disk management is done. Did maybe I destroyed this side here. Selena. Okay, I'm on my second server here. Over here, I tried to copy SDE to SDF, right? And let's see, it didn't work. SDE to SDF. Uh-oh. SDE to SDF. What happened here? Okay, I wiped it out already. Okay, let's get away from this topic here. It's a headache, so we'll come back to this here. But today, let me go ahead and start the new topic. How do we manage the network configuration file? Network Ethernet adapter. So here, what I'm going to show you here is, so everybody knows Ethernet adapter, right? So on the server, Ethernet adapter. Okay, so here is the good example of Ethernet card. Most of the time, you only see the outside of the card here on your physical computer. Okay. And most of the computer has only one. But servers, they could have one or more. They could have one or more on your system here. So everybody connect to your own first server. Everybody has two, but connect to the first server. And over there, do ifconfig or do IP ADDR. IP space ADDR. I don't like this. Do if config. Everybody do if config. Okay? And when you do if config, you have this output on the screen. Okay, so everybody should see 4 outputs here. One is ENP03, ENP08, ENP0S9, and S10. Okay, normally you would just have 2 in the system here. Over here I have more than 2 here. I have total of 4 here. The reason being is for the demonstration purpose, I have 4 Ethernet adapters here. So I'll show you in the picture here before I continue. So if I look at mine, If I go into settings, network, I have 4 adapters here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And all the 4 of them has enable network adapter. Okay, enable network adapter is checked. That's why I have 4 adapters here. So let me take a picture of this and so what we have here is 4 adapters, right? We have 1, we have 2, okay, so we got 4 adapters, and each of them is okay, and each of them is the first one is ENPS03. Let's look at this. ENP0S3. And the second name it's assigning is, second adapter name is ENPS08. ENPS09 and ENPS1010. Okay, everybody with me, right? Any questions? You're following me? Anybody? Hello?
I hear you.
Anybody hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know about other people.
Oh, okay, you could hear me, good. Okay, so you're following me, right? So far, other than the DD, what we did here is we just figured out this system has four network adapters, and this is what it looks like. And we got 4 on this system. In reality, there are only two. In reality, there are only 2 adapters. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to add a network adapter IP address manually. So before that,
Let me ask you a question.
yeah, go ahead.
So in the picture, this NIC card has only one socket. Sometimes they come with four.
Yeah,
Does it still count as one or
that's what it will count as 4. So the picture I have only one here, right?
right?
So the motherboard, if it's a built-in, it has which server working on? Give me the one name. HP you're working on
HP, right?
71,000.
Uh, it's 360, 360 or 380, 380, I think.
380 server, right? DL 380.
DL 380.
And let's look at the yeah, like this.
Right.
Very good, thank you. This is a good example. So let me get rid of this. And so this one has 4 network adapters, and this is what we got here, 4 network adapters. Okay, so most of the time only 2 are used. I mean, the system needs only more than one to be fault tolerant. If one goes down, other ones will pick up, and then the system will generate the alert, and then we'll work on it to resolve it. So now that we have 4 here, in reality only two are used. In reality, there are only 2 network adapters are used. Okay, but we have 4 in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break the first one down and see what it is here. Over here, there is a lot of information here, but I'm not going to go through all that information. We don't need to actually. But let's go ahead and work on it. So what I have here is the output here. When you type ifconfig, it will show you all the adapters here. Okay, when you type ifconfig, it will give you the adapter information. If you type ifconfig and only that specific adapter information, then you will have, okay, so let's see here. How do I see only the smaller information? Let me try this command, IP link show. I don't like that. I'm checking here. IPA, IPA. If I'm doing crap, okay, yeah, let's work with this command and then I'll come back to it. Okay, so we have if config grep, and we have 4 adapters working in here, right? So what I'm gonna do is so we have adapter 1. So this one is give me 1 second here, the pencil is not working. Okay, now it's working. So we have this one here. Okay, so this is adapter 1. Okay, and this one is adapter 2. and this one is adapter 3, and this one is adapter 4. Okay, and that's how it is named here: adapter 1, adapter 2, adapter 3. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the command. I'm going to explain the single command on only one adapter. You do ifconfig and this adapter 1, and let's see what is this information. Okay, so in here is a lot of things going on over here. So the only thing we are worried about is this part here. Okay, this is adapter 1. Adapter 1 is there, but this is the adapter name. Okay, and the one you have is the IP address here. IP address. IP address of, what is the IP address of adapter? Okay, and network mask. So, the line is not good. Okay, so net mask is going to stay the same all the time here. 255.255.255.0. Network mask. Okay, and this is the default gateway. Broadcast or default gateway. Or default gateway. All right, so when it comes to the network adapter, these are the things you have to worry about it. Okay, so the command is ifconfig enp0s3. So what you're doing is you're taking a closer look at these commands, and these are the things you have here. This is the adapter name, IP address of the adapter, network mask, and broadcast. Okay, simple stuff here. It's not too complicated so far. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to edit the file associated with enp0s3. Edit the file associated with enp0s3. Where is that file located? I'll show you. So what you have to do is you have to clear this, and everybody go to this folder cd/etc sysconfig network -script.
Can you bring down the window a little bit because it's blocked by the banner that you have?
Oh, okay.
That's perfect. That's good too.
So what you do is cd etc. Okay, etc folder holds everything which is related to configuration. Okay, so I think I told you when we were talking about the directory structure, etc folder holds every configuration file of the system. cd etc sysconfig network -script. Okay, why I'm not able to get tab is I'm typing it wrong. Sys, it's a good idea to like sys config and network -script. It's a good idea to push a tab on it and hit enter, and you do ls. Okay, when you do ls here, there's going to be a lot of things here. Only thing you are worried about is ifcfg enp0s3 s4 and s8 and s9. s10 is missing here, right? But you could physically create one. I'm not worried about this. I'm only worried about enp0s3 and s2 so far. Okay, so in here, once you travel to this location here, what you have is you see the associated file with each individual adapter here. How could you tell which file is what? It's a dead giveaway right here. ifcfg-enp0s3. That means this is the configuration file for the first adapter. Okay, the only reason I'm saying first adapter is I'm just saying because that's how it's listed here. It doesn't have to be enp0s3. It could be anything. But enp0s3 and when you did if config here, they all should match. Okay, so this is a network adapter configuration file associated with each adapter. Okay, let's go ahead and edit this file here. Everybody, you could go ahead and do this. I'm going to do ls here, and then I'm going to do vi, and then just copy and paste this. Right click and it will copy it for you, and enter, and you will have a lot of information in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete some information in here and keep only the essential information we need. Okay, so what is the essential information I need for the network adapter to be working is the first one, leave that alone, we need that. Delete the second line. Okay, delete a browser only. Okay, delete that. Boot proto, we need it. Default route. Okay, we don't need that. And we don't need this, don't need that. What I'm doing is I'm pushing DD on each line. I'm not in insert mode yet. Okay, I need name. Okay. If you accidentally deleted anything, push U as in umbrella on the keyboard and it will start working it for you. I mean, it will bring the last line back for you. Or if you push again, then it will bring in the last line before that. Okay, so what you need is, you would need to have 3 essential 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 basic lines you would need for the network adapter to be working. Okay, so these are the 5 essential entries needed for the network adapter to be functional. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is explain you each line in here and what it means. Uh-oh. Okay, so the first one is Ethernet, right? So what it means is this is the connection. Ethernet is a connection. Okay, and from there you have boot proto is DHCP. So which protocol it is being used? So we have two protocols. One is called DHCP, Dynamic Host Control Protocol. I'm not going to go about in it. It's called DHCP and it's a random. It's a random protocol. And the other one is static. Static is assigned. It's not will not change. DHCP protocol is random and static is it will not change. Okay, and we have name here, adapter name, should match config file. It should be something like that. If config -ENPS03 and device is the network adapter device name. Device, what does device means is okay, this should, the device should have device is recognized by OS, and it should match the config file. Okay, and on boot, it says on boot yes means if yes, the system will automatically enable it. If yes, system will automatically enable it and assign IP. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no here. And I'm going to save and exit. I'm going to save and exit. And then if I do if config enp0 s3, what is that? enp0 s3. Okay, so you see the IP configuration for this enp0 s3 is coming up here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart the network. System ctl, this is a new command, restart network, right?
I'm sorry, I wasn't able to change it. It says read only. How do I change it?
Yeah, go ahead and quit out of it. Are you logged in as root?
I think not.
Yeah, you have to be root for all these things to do.
Okay, I got out.
I'll bring it all up here on the screen again. You could take a look. So you must have only 5 in there. These are the 5 basic essential things for your system to be able to working, or the system has IP address and is able to communicate using that IP address. Okay, are you good?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead and save and exit and restart the system. System ctl restart network, not system, sorry, restart network. And let me see if I bring up my if config enp0, you could noticeably see the IP address is gone. If you compare here, this line and this line is gone. See, if you compare between here and flags ether, okay, these 3 lines are gone, including the IP address. So now that that network adapter is just sitting there and getting wasted. It's not working. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in the file again and turn it back on to yes. Excuse me. So here you have no more IP address. Earlier we had the IP address here, right? Earlier we had the IP address 192.156.121. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and go back in there in that file, and then I'm going to set it to yes. I'm going to save and exit. Okay, and I'm going to restart the restart network is going to take a minute and it will come back up. Okay, and if I do if config enp0s3, there you go, the IP address is back. Normally this is assigned randomly here. We didn't pick the IP address to be assigned. Okay, for you guys, everybody else, this part should be the same, 192.168.56. And 121.121 and all that is not fixed, correct? Adil, do you have 121 or you have something else?
I'm not caught up. I'm doing it right now. Give me 1 minute. Restarting it. Oops. Okay, I have 127.
Okay, yeah. So that proves that it's just random. Okay. So what I'm going to do is Now, once you have done this, when you have restarted the network, what you have is your IP address is back. Now, this is random here, right? Now, what I'm going to do is I want to specify my own IP address. Okay. Set static IP address. So what I'm going to do is I go back in here again. VI if config enp0s3 and hit enter. Here in boot protocol, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say boot protocol, I'm going to say static. Okay. And then I'm going to add another extra 3 lines in there. I'm going to do hardware HWADDR equals, I don't know that yet, I'll find that out. IP ADDR equals, so for the most part, the first 3 octet of the IP address will remain the same. What you have to do is you have to change this around here, 121. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it 150. Everybody go ahead and make it 150. And the network mask, net mask is always going to be 255.255.255.0. And I need to know the hardware address. How do I know the hardware address of how do I know the hardware address of a system? Okay, this part is, when it says ether, this part is a hardware address. I should have put that, showed you guys when I did this up here. My mistake, but this part is the hardware address. So let me go back in here.
The MAC address?
MAC address, very good. MAC address is the hardware address. IP address might change, but MAC address will never change. Okay, so this part here, when it says Ethernet adapter, this is the uh, MAC address or the hardware address. Let's just put a hardware address. That looks good to me. Okay, so this is whenever you want to pick out the hardware address, this is where you go pick it out. And in fact, it's showing up here too. It will show up. It will show up regardless if the IP address is there or not. The IP address will. So now we are specifically adding this things in here. Okay, so this part is the hardware address. Using if config enp0s3, and this part here is the IP address of our choice. Not random. And this is always going to stay the same. Okay, I'm going to finish this in the next 2 minutes. So now if I do if config inp-s03, it has not changed here. Why didn't it change? Because we have to restart the system, restart the network, not the system. System ctl restart network. And if I do if config here, now you see 150 is assigned. That is the IP address of our choice. Okay, so you're good with me, guys, right? So this is what the static IP address is, the one which is being used all the time. We're not going to use the random. We will use static IP address. Now we successfully added static IP address. To the NIC card. Okay. Tomorrow we're gonna work on NIC bonding. What we're gonna do is NIC bonding means we're gonna use two network adapters and make it into one, and if one goes down, other one will stay there, and vice versa. Okay, it's called NIC bonding. So that's the topic for tomorrow, and we'll catch up and then we'll take care of this. Any questions, put it in the chat, and we'll go from there.